I'm just waiting for peeps to come in. Hi. Hello. Yeah, I've just seen something about JFK Jr. When I think of JFK Jr. 2024, I get very comfortable. If anybody knows JFK Jr. 2024 on Twitter, as I like to call it. Oh, John. Hi. I'll just wait and see you. Oh, I know what I'm going to go and get because I haven't read it out for ages. Hang on a minute. I'll just let you all come in. Hi. Oh, the Gulf Coast of Florida. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I don't know. Isn't the world just a funny place, a strange place, an amazing place? It's the bonkers. I'll just see if any more come in. I'm just going to... you know me, never know where to start, but there you go. Hi, Anastasia. Hi, Courtney. Hi. Is it... I never know how to say your name. Marie? I'll call you Maria. Lily. Whoever else is there but not in chat, because I know people watch, listen, but don't come in chat. Nothing to be scared of, because normally my chat, people in the chat room are very, very nice. Hi, Fifth World. We get the odd TROLLS's, but that's just because they don't understand, you know, and that's fine. I like to marry Gary with an M. Who's Gary with an M? Lazy rainy sun. Well, what I've been doing is, I've been, before I get chatting about what I've seen, I've been slowly finishing this off because this is taking me donkey's years just because I do it when I can be bothered. You may have seen the video before, but how you say my name, I don't know. How do you say it? Maya Ray? You know what I mean, rubbish at reading. Can you see? It's an angel. Still not finished off. But you know what I was thinking of putting on her hand? Because she's actually will be holding a heart. You know, because it's all about love. I was thinking... I didn't know whether to put a pine cone there. Does anyone know what the pine cone stands for? You know, in Egyptian times, whatever, people seem to have pine cones. Seeing this Buddha behind me? It looks like a pine cone, does it? Does anybody know what that stands for? I'm just going to give you a bit of a hint. Right, here. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just call you Mary. Pine cone is the pineal gland. Yes, it is. So I might put a pineal gland, a pine cone in a hand. I don't know. Might change. Or I might put something here. I don't know. See how it goes. Ooh, 17, first of all. So I've been slowly finishing this one off. Today, that's what I've been doing. So I wasn't supposed to be doing anything today, but I wanted a rest from creating, but can't help it. I just love it. That's what we should be doing, the things that we love. Hi, Sue. So, remind me to read the Q poem out after. If you've not heard it, I haven't read it out for ages. I've got a printer now, but I haven't connected it because it's wireless. I know what I'm doing. get my son to do it. So I'm going to be printing the Q poem off that I made last year. So if I remember, I'll read that out after. I just want to say, as we know, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and as you know, I do talk about Q, and I have talked about Tommy Robinson for the people in the UK or anyone in America or anywhere else that actually knows about it all. But apparently, well, it's not apparently, has, Tommy Robinson is going to take on the BBC. Now, a lot of us that know, that are awake, know that mainstream media are not reporting on truth about anything really. And that's why you don't find a lot of things out, especially about Q, because even the BBC over here did something before Christmas saying that Q was a conspiracy theory and it's not real because it's fake news. So, just let me find this because I've got something to say about this and see if you see what I see. Because it's about reflecting. Hi, Tapper. If anyone's into Q and they watched the whole thing with Kavanagh and how they were reflecting what they do onto Kavanagh when it was the other way around, I think that and they are here. Well, look what Panorama for the BBC said. I've got caught saying. Let me see if I can find it. Because this just made me like, it's quite funny that. Right. I think it's on this one. I'm not sure if it's still near. Let's see if this is it. This is don't know if it's this one, so I'll have to see.
Good evening.
Hang on.
This is an update.
Let me find the right one.
Quick piece.
It's exposing the Panorama. Is it this one? It could be this one, actually. Let me just see.
Just a little one, John. Oh, you're going to hear it all. Thank you, my man. I just read it. You're going to hear it all.
Well, I'll play this one anyway.
Do you know what?
Yeah, I'll talk about the Italian. I saw that. I've got that. Hang on.
Just checking for pictures of my kids. Boys are in there on the boxing bag of what we have. Just a little one, yeah? Only a little one. I'm not going to ruin anything by showing it. I could upload a little snippet every day for the next month. But I'll just upload a little snippet. So in the next, half hour, 45 minutes, I'll be sharing with you a little snip from our upcoming documentary, #Panodrama. It seems people are having a little problem getting onto my website in a minute. It's just complete overload. So just try again and try again. You will get on. You will get on. But yeah, there's a video coming. A little snippet will do, Denny. A little snippet will do. Just a little one. Just a little one. Do you know what I'm going to show you? I'm going to show you why. And when you understand that this is the mindset of the people who control our government and our media.
As we know.
They all went to the same schools. And what you will witness, what you will hear.
Just like CNN.
This is the reason why 1,400 children were raped and no one gave a damn in authority. This is the reason why. This will explain so much to so many people as to why the media talk about us the way they do, why they sneer down at us. You're going to hear it all. You're going to hear it all. Thank you, my man. I just read it. You're going to hear it all. Let the expose begin. February the 23rd. I want to see tens of thousands, If I have any idea how many people are coming, I will have more than one huge outdoor screen that will premiere this movie. I spoke today with friends who are coming from Australia, America, Canada, Israel. They're all journalists. They're all going to be coming and covering
Don't
this.
care what people say about Mr. Goodman.
Our goal is to get a hashtag Panodrama trending worldwide on the 23rd of February. All across the world.
Is that a Saturday?
Are the same.
Is it a Saturday?
All of our countries. That's why we have the alternative media. It's why we have populism. The media, and in fact, it's all said. This isn't in the cut I'm showing you, but just so you understand.
Is it in Manchester?
John Sweeney actually says all the runners, current runners, the basically the apprentices within the BBC have both got double firsts from Oxford or Cambridge. They are the children
get down there.
of the elite.
I don't want to go.
They are the children of politicians, and they don't give a shit about any one of you. You'll hear that in the clip that's coming. Get on that website.
Right, I just want to say, let me see if I can find the other one. Yeah, I want to go because obviously I'm on Doubt Road. Though I'm rubbish in Manchester, but yeah, don't know who's going. But let me find. I've got the snippet of the one where he was actually in there, but I can't find it. See if I can find it. Was it this one? See if it was this one. No, not that one.
Continue giving you the videos to explain.
Can't find it. Well, anyway, basically, you know, they've been trying to take Tommy down anyway because of what he's talking about. Oh, Dave, I've showed you a thing yesterday. I can't find it. I'm going to look for it again in a minute. But he basically caught them on camera saying as well, because they all hate us sort of people, you know, normal people, because they're all in the elite club, you know, the little nice families and all that. They look down on us. But they said something like, on the lines of, us, the people, the working people, are cannibals and outer space aliens or something, he said. Now, why I was talking about reflecting, because if anybody knows about the elites, they actually, some of them, like the Rothschilds and all that, actually class themselves as coming from an ancient civilization. I know this sounds bonkers, but if you know about it, you know what I'm talking about. Extraterrestrials, ancient civilization, they think they're in the bloodline of these things. That's why they think they're above us. And some of them are cannibals. And that sounds bonkers as well, but some of them do eat certain things. If you know what I'm talking about, especially if you're onto Q, you'll know. But also, they might be firing something back at us because we are cannibals. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you will soon find out, to the people who don't know about this, that certain additives they put in your food and your drinks like Pepsi, things like the Monster drinks and processed foods and stuff, actually have baby fetuses in it. So we're actually eating dead bodies. So yeah, the ancient Hivites or whatever, yeah. So you know this thing about abortion in America, and you can go up to 9 months if anyone's heard of it. That's why they're trying to get it in. They won't get it in because it won't get passed by Kavanaugh, put it that way. They haven't passed it by him. So, funnily enough, when I heard them say that to Tommy, everyone might think who don't know, oh, what are they saying that for? It sounds a bit stupid. Well, maybe it's just a big joke. So maybe he's put that out there because it might look like a joke to some people, especially the sheeple who watch TV and don't know. Yeah, Solvent Green. Yeah, Solvent Green is People, the old film. Because that's what they're doing. They've cannibalised us through food that we were not told about this. We were not told about this, so it's not good. It's in all sorts of additives and things like super noodles or them sort of things. It's in absolutely loads of stuff. You won't believe it. So that why I put reflecting on the bit of this video is because they're reflecting, saying that to Tommy, but reflecting what they really are. But yes, we are in a way, but we didn't know about it. They knew they were doing this to us, but we didn't. But there's also all sorts going on with the BBC, as you know, because mainstream media cover everything up and don't report on the truth. Higher. God watch over Tommy. Yeah, it's the two T's, Tommy and Trump. Are you going, Charmed? I think I'm free to go. If you were meeting up, I'd come and meet you. It sounds really bad though. I'm really rubbish in Manchester where I'm going and I live down the road. But I'll chat to you later. I think I'm free to go. Well, I can anyway. I'll get a babysitter. I think I'm free. So, it'd be good, wouldn't it? But so that makes me laugh because what they were saying, but also in America, connect the dots. They're trying to bring down CNN, you know, the big mainstream media. So, because also people who don't believe in Q, that's fine, but Q dropped on Saturday. And one of the things he said was, drop 2677. We never left because we know when go Dolly go yeah they don't scramble it. We never left because when Q goes quiet, it's not because he's gone, it's because things are happening. Yeah, CNN is dead, so will the BBC. Time to return publicly. Now, Destroying the Illusion channel, you should go and watch him after because he's just done a chat on all these drops if you don't really know what it is. He just said, what could that be? Is QAnon going to come out to the public more and more? Yes, I do believe that's what's going to happen because they've got to start reporting stuff. I've just seen Sky over there anyway reporting on bits of truth. If they don't start reporting on truth, they're going down. But the big ones, BBC, CNN, Murdoch and all that, yeah, that's what's happening. But can you see where the dots are connecting? Because Trump is part of the Q team. Q is not one person, it's an alliance, and it's, well, there's group, I think it's more the Navy as well, and say the military, the Navy's, you know, not a fan of Jordan. You don't have to be a fan of Jordan, but what he's saying today about the Q drops, it's true, you don't have to be a fan of him, because like I said, some people might not be a fan of me because I talk about certain things, and then I go off on conspiracy stuff or aliens, but it's not conspiracy, because Q told us last year, and it's true anyway, whether you believe it or not, whether you like Tommy or not, whether you like Q or not, or Trump or not, doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, hi John Benny, at the end of the day, Q said, mainstream media is the enemy of the people worldwide. So no matter what goes on in every country around the world, the truth isn't getting out properly. So who's the last enemy to go down? Because lots have happened, people. There's been arrests. Trump doesn't even need to get the go-ahead to have the wall being built. The wall's being built right now as we speak. Doesn't need the passing. He can do it anyway. He doesn't need the money. He can do it. He can do it. It's being done now. The thing is, you won't hear about it on mainstream media, as we know, because they won't put it out there. They'll just put all the crap out there. And like, for instance, for example, Tommy, when people are doing marches for Tommy or the Yellow Vest marching or whatever, they will portray the right side, you know, right, left, whatever, as we're all hooligans, we're all piss pots, we're all this, that and the other, because they'll film somebody who might be drunk or who might be gobbing off, because you do get them. You get people who just want to come along for a bit of a, you know, scuffle. Sorry, you do. And that's who they'll film in on. That's who they'll zone in on, and then that is what they put on the news. We know that with Antifa, they get the Antifa crowd in. We all know what Antifa looks like. They'll film Antifa being violent and say, you know, that's Trump supporters or that's Tommy supporters, when we all damn well know that they were funded by Soros. And when you do see with your own eyes people doing the Yellow Vest marching properly with Tommy and Brexit and all that, it is civil. Like Eddie is okay with saying the other day, it's a civil war, as in a bit like what's it called, they are selective with who they film. Yeah, they are. And they put plants in there as well and everything, and, you know, fake news people. Martin Luther King, they did it civilly. They were firing water cannons and everything. They tried to get him angry, to get him to kick off, to say, look at these people, they're doing this, that and the other. And we all know damn well they didn't. And in the end, the world saw, because they saw they weren't kicking off. They want you to kick off. So if there's a reset button of like I said, in America with the banks, because Trump has got a new world banker in, because there has to be a reset. Even if the bank went down for a week, they want you all to kick off. It's going to be reset for the good. It's going to come back on. And people don't believe that, but you've got to think about it. This alliance has been in for ages. They've already thought about the banking system and who they're going to put in. They're not going to let people's money go. Something might happen for a few days or a week. It's a reset. But that's what they do. People need to boycott the TV. Like, yeah. I've been there and seen it. Exactly. And I've seen it on the channels, and I know that when people are seeing it with their eyes that are going to the marches, they see it. The people who were sat, sheeple, who were sat at home watching it on TV, that's why they're like, Dolly, Tommy's this, Tommy's that, oh, they're all violent, they're all this. No, that's the news telling you that. Get out on the streets and you'll see it yourself. Yeah, young lads don't know, kids don't care much about the Bill of Rights. No, they don't, and it's the Constitution is the solution here in America and everywhere. I think we're actually on, they steal off us because they're like pirates, all these rich people. And the reason why they're like pirates is, I believe we're on, or we have been on, maritime law, sea law. We're not on land law, we're on sea law. Why are we on sea law? Shouldn't we be on land law? We're on the land. So, so I've got something else to show you as well. In Italy, this is going to be a bit mixed up, you know what I'm like. In Italy, I saw this on Twitter. I think it's amazing. Think of Italy, Vatican, water people, yeah, water world. Well, they're using pirate law. No wonder they steal off the people. Let me see if I can find it. This made me laugh this morning. Italy, Vatican, let me see. Where is it? You ready for this? This is in Italy, people.
Che lega appunto il videogame, il fantasy e poi anche questa sorta di grande.
Watch what he's got in his hand.
Vedo appunto addirittura una corona d'alloro, ricorda poi Cesare, i super soldati fantascientifici
Twitter birds.
medievali. Quindi mette insieme un
Mainstream media is going down.
iconografie diverse.
Trump.
Ecco, qui probabilmente
Yeah, I can see his chat tapper.
con queste grandi.
He's celebrating Trump in Italy.
Molto suggestivo, il carro è costruito tutto praticamente sul grande mascherone centrale, non ci sono
the Vatican's bad.
esterne, è un
People know though. Look what they've made of Trump, look.
Ora sto vedendo che poi
Look at that.
questi Space Marine.
Twitter birds, taking them down.
Quella più frequente che vediamo anche in televisione.
Oh, they can do that. They're doing it.
Al caso che abbiamo visto Trump che va sulla luna, no? Che era sornione, che era molto appunto faffuto.
Put your armor of God on.
Trump che guarda verso il futuro, ma con un'area molto
That's Italy.
molto minacciosa, se vogliamo. E anche qui lo studio della caratterizzazione del volto fa parte della capacità e dell'abilità del carrista.
All right, thanks Tapper. I'll have a look in a minute.
Uno piuttosto che un altro di questo personaggio così particolare. E anche qui vediamo muove gli occhi, sembra che struzza
Giant Trump.
colla con quest'area un po' di saccenza, di superiorità, di sfida, no?
What's the sword of righteousness or something? It's got Twitter birds on it. It's all about the mainstream media going down. That's what it's about. I don't know what they're saying. Italy has created a giant god, Emperor Trump it's called. If you can see, Emperor Trump. And what people put underneath. Someone's put, the comments on, someone's put Space Force. The Twitter birds on the hilt are hilarious. They are hilarious because that's what they're going for. That just made my weekend. It was good. If Trump doesn't dress like this at Halloween, he's doing something wrong. That's amazing. Pretty impressive. Thank you, Italy. Italy knows what's up. The world knows what's up. The world's waking up. People said they can't see. It's like, where is everybody? Let's see. Space Marines. Italy earns the Based and Red Pilled medal. Europe should be so lucky when he is done there. Maybe should go to the UK and deliver Brexit to working class, then swing around to France. Have you heard this? Listen to this. Europe should be so lucky. When he is done there, maybe he should go to the UK and deliver Brexit to the working class and then swing round to France and have him guide the transition from the yellow vest. Beautiful. That's what he's doing. That's what Q's doing. He went to France, you know, with the parade, the veteran parade. People don't get this. They don't connect the dots. He's doing all that. He's been to all them countries. We should be paying for it. No, we shouldn't be paying for TV. That's what's going to happen anyway. They won't. No one will be at this point. You know what's going on. So it's what I keep saying. There's a world. People know worldwide what's going on, and they're showing it. Yeah, Cuba's the allspark. He definitely is. Why is everyone talking about Venezuela but not the current civil war in France? Everyone is talking about civil war in France. And I just want to say something about France is mainstream media, again, report a lot on Paris. Paris is small compared to the rest of France. There's a lot more stuff going on in France, like Tommy, where it's calmer, but they do more of the rioting stuff in Paris because more of the rioting stuff is going on in Paris. But Paris is a tiny bit of France. France is massive, but they don't show all that side of it. We have talked about all that. It's worldwide. Trump is the people's freedom worldwide. Of course he is. This is what I keep shouting out. Some people who are not into Trump don't seem to understand this. But what else have I seen? There was something else. Call it corny, saving the world, but that's what's going on. People have got to wake up. Because, what did I write in my book today? Like I said the other day, when you see humanity suffering, that's when you know you want good. Because everyone knows there's something up. Only in my pain did I find my will. Only in chaos did I learn to be still. Only in fear did I find my darkness. Did I see my light. People start beginning to see the light because they can see what's going on. Yeah, Pepe the Frog. Is it this one? Hang on. Oh, it's not that one. Is it this one? Right, let me find the Tommy one. Yeah. People know what's going on around the globe. Q was shouting this out all last year and everything when people were like, oh, it's not real, it's not real. You're going to start seeing Q a lot more, as he's just said, it's going to start being made publicly. So that's what's coming out. Mainstream media. Just going to go over to my emails. UK pleaded with Trump administration not to declassify it. Well, they have to do as they're told then, don't they? And get out the EU. We all know there's something going on behind the scenes because Trump told Theresa May last year. So, you know, lots of stuff going on behind the scenes. I don't know if I can get this. I did have it though. Oh yeah, here it is, right.
And in fact, anyone who's been taken down by Panorama, anyone has to challenge now because there is no integrity in any of the work you've done. You are a liar, you're a fraud, you're a racist, you're a homophobe, all in one interview. This is a lie. Okay, well, you're in trouble as well. You're all in trouble. You're all in trouble. We invited you for an interview today. You haven't given us an interview. No, I haven't. I've exposed you. Okay? You were trying to destroy my life. You have been contacting people. Why were Hope Not Hate present? Why were the leaders of a far-left George Soros-funded organisation, why were they present during the interview of a person which you were goading to give bad information about? Why were they present? Tell me. If this is a Panorama documentary, why were Hope Not Hate present? This is an ongoing...
All over, Charm.
This is an establishment attack on me.
Told you it was connected. CNN are doing bad as well. But you'll start seeing a lot more of that. So, I you know, I had a bit of a longer one than that, but I don't know where it is. But that's what I'm saying about it's connecting, you know. That's all right. It's connecting. You can find it on Facebook and, what is it? Tommy Robinson. what's this one? Tommy Robinson.
It's just complete overload. So just try again.
Tommy Robinson News Channel. You can go over there, and then you can have a look at it yourself. But this is what I'm saying, where it's all connected. Definitely where we go one, we go all. I call them the two T's, Trump and Tommy. It's all connected. Like, people going about Farage still. Farage doesn't have to say anything because there's something going on there anyway. But yeah, CNN equals BBC. They're both the same in one in the same, or whatever you want to call it. So they're going on about CNN over here. We're going on about the BBC exactly at the same time. Because MSM is the enemy of the people, full stop. So, you know, in France, my friends got stopped by Yellow Vest yesterday on the way back from skiing in France, threatening them and demanding money from them. But the Yellow Vest, you've got to be careful, because some people might be posing as Yellow Vests that aren't, because they might be trying to put out there for normal people to make out that they're quite violent. But then again, there are some people that are getting mad about the situation. This is why we've got to be calm about it. They want us to kick off. They want people fighting with each other. That's what they've always wanted. It's all about dividing. I also wanted to show you this about the alliance, because some people don't believe there's an alliance. Some people, this is a David Wilcox thing. Some people don't like David Wilcox. They think he's making money off blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I thought that maybe is, maybe isn't, but it doesn't really matter, because what he's actually saying on it is good and does make sense. So I just want to show you this little bit.
Disclose to
the plan.
People that were involved in doing it how they could actually defeat the cabal. How could they overthrow the cabal?
Just listen a minute.
Eisenhower appears to have been aware of this plan and was partly involved in drawing it up, which is why he did his infamous warning about the military-industrial complex.
It's on Edge's Wonder.
Kennedy goes into office from the beginning, working for the alliance, from the beginning, working to try to do the plan. And the Cuban Missile Crisis literally was intended to work. The cabal was trying to nuke America.
Tommy is a hero.
And it was only through the work of the alliance that plan was stopped, because the cabal was going to have a first strike capability out of Cuba to hit the U.S. with missiles before the U.S. missiles could get to the Soviet
Stay at
Union.
Mind Charmed.
So that was not BS. Okay?
We'll find out. Stay here.
Where Kennedy really got into trouble was when he tried to nationalize the assets of the U.S. Treasury, which you'd say, wait a minute, David, aren't they already nationalized? The Treasury was trying to sell off all their silver. And what Kennedy did is to stop the sale of silver and to issue silver-backed money that was presidentially issued from the Treasury, not the Federal Reserve, which, as we know, is not a federal and has no reserve, right? This money was going to be Treasury notes and not under the control of international bankers. And so that's the circumstances leading to his assassination. And I talked about in that show that after Kennedy was assassinated, they come out with this movie, Manchurian Candidate, which really, really explains what the cabal is doing, how they manipulate politics, all this really amazing stuff. And as we go forward in time, you guys mentioned Oklahoma City, and that is a really fascinating discussion, because the alliance has been working over and over again to try to get disclosure.
Yeah, but they can't prove you're watching
Reagan,
anything on your
and Reagan
TV
was going to come
license.
clean. And then before he could, they tried to shoot him, and then Brady stumbled and took the bullet instead. That would have hit Reagan if Brady hadn't have fallen the way he did. So, a lot of weird stuff. The whole thing that Reagan was trying to do with Gorbachev for glasnost and perestroika to denuclearize, that was not something the cabal wanted. That was Reagan working on his own.
Yeah,
okay?
it was JFK.
The Iran-Contra scandal, 1987, was the alliance trying to destroy the cabal, right? Because
way back,
you find out that they're selling arms to Iran, right? Which is a terrorist regime. They're taking the money from that, and then they're also using the money from selling illegally our own best weapons to terrorists, and then they're financing this group in Mesoamerica called the Contras, who are terrorists, okay? They'll cut you open and pull your tongue out through your neck, because those are the people that are making sure the cocaine business doesn't get interrupted. And it's like, holy crap. Wait a minute. You're saying they're selling the best stuff we got, they're selling them to the Iranians, who are terrorists, who we're supposedly fighting. They take the money, and then they use the money to finance another terrorist group that makes sure that the cocaine business runs.
I've said this before. You knew what they did to JFK.
Oh, wow. Right?
Why?
And then the chain of this conspiracy went right up through the Secretary of Defense, right to the president. And then he goes, oh, well, I fell asleep in that meeting. I forgot. I don't remember anything. I have no memory,
17 lines.
And then how in the world did George H.W. Bush Sr. win the election the year after?
Oh, he's
when
dead
the
now.
whole administration has been implicated in arming terrorists and financing the cocaine business. Literally, right?
But if you want to go and watch the rest of that...
So, this is where you then get, as the alliance continues progressing
hang on a minute.
forward,
Might be the plan.
they want to target the Clintons, because the Clintons are very corrupt, because Mena, Arkansas, if you watch this movie, I highly recommend the movie. So watch American Made, and where the alliance almost made it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
this is
it
it.
didn't quite happen. The White House, they've got recordings from Bohemian Grove.
This is what
They've
they've
got
got.
recordings of ritual sacrifice.
This is why it's going...
This is the alliance.
Hang on. This is the alliance. This is
got
what they've
an
got. This is to do with
unbelievable
9/11,
amount
why
of
they actually
incriminating information.
did that, because they had
They
information
have these
in the
little tiny
building.
cameras that hide
Listen to this.
all down. Fired that missile right into the office
Wasn't a plane
of
that
the
went into the
Navy
Pentagon?
that was the central coordinating hub for the alliance bringing the cabal down.
You know why
So
I'm
all the
interested in
documents got
America?
wiped out. They had a lot of stuff in the World Trade Center building for the alliance's investigations that got wiped out. Nobody really saw this coming. It was a total surprise attack. Since that time, the alliance has got an amazing treasure trove of stuff. They have these little tiny cameras that hide inside the screw, like, for example, on
Like
a
your
fire
phone?
alarm.
Like your
It's a
phone
little
camera?
tiny dot. You don't even see it because it's in the middle of a Phillips head screw. But there's a camera in there. And so they had that stuff long before it showed up in smartphones. They've got recordings inside the White House. They've got recordings from Bohemian Grove. They've got recordings of ritual sacrifices. This is the alliance now. They've got an unbelievable amount of totally incriminating information that they could use against the cabal. This is why the cabal has come out with this Adobe technology where you can fake somebody's voice and fake them talking, and so you can't really tell if something is real or not.
Yeah, we watched the
anymore,
God Emperor. I've just played it.
But believe me, the alliance is going to succeed, and these are just some of the multiple events where the alliance almost
This
made it,
year.
and then it didn't quite happen, and they had to keep working. But now, with the sealed indictments and with what we're having happen with Q, I mean, they have a lot of people on this thing, and it is building up to some really stunning public event that's going to be happening not too far from now,
Keep
if
telling
we
ya.
get lucky, and I hope we do. They keep trying to do this, they keep getting thrown off. It's a fight to the death with the cabal, but I do believe they will succeed.
So wait, first of all, did
So-
y'all at home hear that?
If you want to go and see the rest of that, that was on Edge of Wonder. They talk about a lot of things. People might think it's whack. They do talk about Q if you're not familiar with it, but it's the Alliance, Deep State, Cabal, the whole truth by David Wilcock, exclusive interview, and that was on. When was that? That was recently. That one was on the 11th of December 2018. But we know what's coming. But they've got new stuff up as well. So that's on Edge of Wonder. But that was just sort of going on about what 9/11 was all about. What people don't understand what it was about. What documents were in that building being held and stuff like that, and the Pentagon and this, that, and the other, and the alliance that's been in since Reagan and everything. They've tried so many times to bring it down, but this time it's happening because we've got evidence. With the help of technology, that's what's different this time. So what's going on in chat? Someone said about the God Emperor. I'd just shown the video of the God Emperor in Italy. So that's what I'm saying. When you look around the world, you will see that everyone's, you know, Venezuela said, Trump, build a wall. If you come out and get the president out of there, we'll build you the wall and we'll paint it for free. Venezuela. You've got Italy making giant Trumps, supporting Trump. You know, it's all over. It's all over. That's what the 10-year challenge on social networks was for. Now they can simulate you anywhere. What are you going on about? What else have I seen? I saw some other things. Or comments or something. Can't remember. Yeah, Charmed, I'll have to speak to you at some point, because if you need to stay and I'm free, if I could sort it out, you're welcome to stay here. If you're still there. Well, gotta do what you gotta do. What about this 5G business? I don't really know. I know you know, even if they're rolling it out, then it's, you know, it's going to end up crashing down anyway with everything else, you know, eventually. You might do, but I don't think he's here. Is that not this weekend, the weekend after? I don't think he's here, which obviously will be better for me. Sure, I've seen someone. Oh, I've just also found out, going along the JFK Jr. route, is apparently his favourite colour wasn't Tiffany blue. It was his dad's favourite colour was Tiffany blue. Guess what favourite colour his was meant to be, apparently? Red. So I was like, huh. And what were people saying here? Someone put, as Q said, 1999, the start, God bless, was the start of the planet. If it was a bit before that, well, they say the 80s, but 1999. 1999 was when JFK Jr. supposedly died in a plane crash. And then she came in after, didn't she? You know, the Wicked Witch of the West. Party at Dolly's on Sweaty Veg, yeah. Well, yeah, you never know. Have to see who's down there. And Lily, you just said, like, why am I so interested in America? I do love the UK, but I love America as well, because it's the last beacon of hope. If they fall, the whole world falls, but they ain't falling. And everything that's going on here is going on there. You can look everywhere, it's still the same thing. But I look more to there because I can see more of what's going on behind the scenes that some people don't understand here, because I follow Q as well. Well, not follow it, I research it. It's a bit different. I wouldn't worry about 5G, everything that was developed to use on us to be used against them. Yeah, and if it's a frequency as well, there was a thing out a couple of years ago where they talked about that. It's a frequency to harm us, it'll be put back to use for good. So like I said before, you can have technology with frequencies, because frequencies do affect us, because we do work off frequency, sound and light. Though you can't see it, it's still there. We know that, microwaves and waves and stuff. You can make technology to help the planet out, help people out to, you know, use, but it can be used against us or for us. It depends who's on the end of it. You know, if you've got bad guys on the end of it, they're going to use it as a weapon against us. That's what they've been doing. If you've seen the film Bird Box, which I watched the other day, that's what happened at the beginning when a woman was on the phone, and it must have been a wave that went through the phone, because then everyone started suiciding themselves after they'd been on the phone. And they're trying to scaremonger as well. There's a new thing I've just been watching on Netflix called, can't report too much on it yet, and I don't want to spoil it either, because I've just found it, called Manic. That's quite good at the minute, about reality and what, you know, it's quite good if you're into watching stuff like that. So yeah, but there's something else I want to show you. Yeah, don't take off the blindfold. Yeah, but is that reverse? Because don't forget, that's what they put out. Like, don't look at the light. Keep your blindfold on. But more, it was about saying with the blindfold on, you go with your feelings, don't you? Go with your senses, your intuition. Like that, if anyone watches it when they've got the blindfolds on in the garden, because you can't see, you've got to put blindfold on. They were going with the senses to feel things were there and listening, because we don't really use our senses. We sit in front of the TV and we listen. Well, I don't. People sit in front of the TV and they believe that everything on the TV is real, and what celebrities say is real, and what the news say is like gospel truth, when a lot of us know it's not, or people are beginning to find out it's not. My granddad worked for the newspapers and said to my mum, don't listen to everything, don't believe everything you read. But people will sit there and go, but the news said it. Brilliant. Because the news said it, therefore it's real. Right, all right then. Just saying. Yeah, Hillary Clinton was the monster in Bird Box. Well, like, you were getting whispers, weren't they, of things, and it's like, you've got your eyes closed. It's like, are you listening within? Are you listening to your intuition, or are you listening to what you've been told, those Chinese whispers? That's how I saw that film as. Like when I said, when you know what's going on, you look at a film now and you're like, look what they're trying to put out, but they're trying to fearmonger in that. They don't want you looking at the truth. A lot of people don't want to know about the truth. They don't want to look at it because they're in fear, and some of it's not nice. But like I said, you have to know the bad stuff, the dark stuff, to come into the light, as I've just read out in this book. That's what it's all about. You'll find out a lot of horrible stuff if you go down the rabbit holes. You're going to find out anyway. Like I said, only in pain did I find my will. Only in chaos did I learn to be still. Only in fear did I find my darkness. Did I see my light? Meaning, when you see what's been happening, though it's awful, you're not going to want to stand for that anymore. Like Tommy with the kids and all that, everything that's going on. You'll want to come into the light, and you'll want good for everybody. It's like coming to love. It sounds corny, but just saying. Dave, because you're on here, I don't know if you got it, but I was doing this on a thingy, you know, one of these. So, let me just see what else. No one's going to stand for what's been going on anymore. BBC just launched search in Antarctica for skeletons. What is it? Shackleton's ship that sunk in 1915. Why are they interested in Antarctica now? Well, it's either a distraction thing to distract everyone away from what's going on, because everyone knows there's supposed to be something in Antarctica. So it's either that, or they're trying to find something, or distraction, because they did say as soon as news started coming about certain stuff, what's going to happen, they're going to start distracting. So we know there's a lot of things said about Antarctica, you know, I've talked about it, but are they distracting? Because they always throw a distraction out there. It's not weapons of mass destruction, it's weapons of mass distraction. So they'll want everyone looking over there, so we're not looking at what really is going on over here, because that's what they do. Yeah, BBC's Luciferian cabal propaganda. Yes, it is. That's what they do. So let me see. I mean, Sky are actually saying something like, it's out, Hillary Bill never wanted the video to come out. Sky, I thought, alright, trying to report on stuff now, are we? Something about, what's he called out, a virgin, bloody, the rich guy, I can't remember what his bloody name is. Seen something else, can't think what I was watching. But still people will say, because I talk about the spiritual stuff as well, oh, you've not got to be looking there. It's like, you've got to look everywhere. Because if they're getting you everywhere, you won't have a spiritual side to do, because this, as I keep saying, this is a spiritual war as well. It's not just a war of blood and flesh. It is a spiritual war. The things you don't see as well, they're trying to take that away from as well. They don't want you thinking. They don't want you having beliefs in anything. They want you to believe in them. They want you to believe in their Antichrist, which is not believing in God. And you don't have to be religious, because I'm not, but I believe in a source. I believe we all come from one. I believe we all are love, light and frequency and energy. It sounds corny to some, but that's what we are. They take that away from us and hide us, because they don't want you knowing you're more powerful than you are. That's why I talk about drinking distilled water, because we should be using our pineal gland. All that sort of stuff I talked about before, but I'm not going to talk about that tonight. I want to be positive and stay positive, and I was hoping Trump was going to toss a wrench in. He is, Susie Lee. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. It's happening, but because mainstream media are the enemy, they're not going to report on it. You'll be seeing a lot soon. Q has said on Saturday, becoming publicly. Meaning you're going to hear a lot more about Q. Tommy's going on about bringing the BBC down. America's like the CNN. There's loads happening. There's loads has been happening, but they won't report about it. And like I said, you've got to stay positive or there's no point. You know what I mean? There's loads going on. If you're looking in the right places, there's absolutely loads going on. 5G is used as a weapon. Yep. Look up who's that? It's like the JFK Jr. thing and all that as well. Oh, I don't know if there was another funny cartoon thing today. Where is it? Where is it? I don't know where that one is. So let me have a look. Just going over to Twitter's. Twitter's just signed up to Tommy. Oh, good. Oh, look what's going on here. A family's legacy. High honours for paedophiles. Yep, Kevin Stacey's been in the news, hasn't he? A lot going on with the royals at the minute, isn't there? Prince William apparently said to Diana he didn't want to be king. I wonder why. We know what that's all about, don't we? What else is going on? The Great Awakening, what's this? The Great Awakening, I don't know where this is from. This is from, where's this? Oh, there's loads going on. It's what? Oh my God, this is the best. Oh my God, who's done this? See what I mean? It's going to become public. Are you ready for this? I've not seen this. Circuit Slave on Twitter. Circuit Slave, QAnon, mega, trust the plan where we go and where we go. Someone's done a massive billboard on the side of a building, but I don't know where it is. The one he's put on Saturday. Look at that. And he's put, we never left. It's time to return publicly because you're going to be hearing about it whether you like it or not. Look. They put it on the side of a building. That is hilarious. Yes, I'm taking a picture of that. So all you lot out there who didn't believe, you're going to start hearing of it whether you like it or not. It's going to be coming into the mainstream media. And they can't do anything about it. Probably like they can't do anything about what Tommy's about to do. It's all connected, people. It's all happening at the same time. Connect the dots. It's a lovely paradox. It's happening, people. Right, what's this one? Deep State exposed. France. Can't see properly. They're getting exposed everywhere. See what I mean? That's in France, in Paris. That's where they're getting violent. They're hitting out on people. That's where they're getting violent because that's what I mean, they want them to get violent. That's happening in pockets. But it says on here, who controls the food supply controls the people. Who controls the energy controls the whole continents. Who controls the money can control the world. It's not just that. It's who controls the mainstream media controls the world, controls the people. Deep State exposed. They're all getting exposed all the time. You know what I mean? It's all happening at the same time. See what else is on here. All at the same time. What's going on? Hi. A guy in France had his hand blown off today. That's what I mean. And was that in the part of Paris? Because it's showing you, I don't know if it's more of the riot police. Because we know half of them don't know what's going on and half of them are, you know what I mean. But it's getting shown for what it is. The French Revolution in history books was a farce conducted by the Illuminati. An actual French Revolution is happening now. Yeah, it was a farce before. And it can't be found anywhere on the fake television. France. Don't know if this is Paris, obviously. Because parts of Paris are quite civil. Not Paris, sorry, France. Looks like... Is that the police there? I don't know. Who are they fighting with? Is it Antifa? Some people say we don't need a revolution. We do. We don't need violence, but some of it's going to get like that. And the reason why Q drops like he did and let things out drip by drip is he didn't want it kicking off massively. It's kicking off, yeah, but he didn't want it kicking off massively. There's got to be people there to calm people down. Like when they do the Tommy things and over here, they're saying, come along, be calm. We don't have to be shouting and screaming and effing and jeffing. They've been singing songs like on Eddie Is Okay. That's how we're supposed to be doing it. Yes, there's going to be pockets that do that. That's how it goes sometimes. But that's all I'm saying. We've got the lovely Whittaker, doing his thing. Whittaker. You can't even see that picture. Who's 6'5"? Who Lily's 6'5"? I know. Yes on Brexit. Oh, what's this? Oh, who's that a picture of? Hillary and... What's she called? Sherry... What's her face? Blair's wife. We all know what's going on there. Created as a reaction to heinous crimes committed against children, we now take a productive approach to child protection. Yeah. Hillary and who? Sherry Blair, yeah. Oh, by the way, Gitmo, I heard somewhere before. Gitmo, Trump put money in to get it built because Obama wanted to get rid of it. But Gitmo's been redone up and it's been added on to, made bigger. Don't know why it could be why it's been made bigger. To hold what? To hold who? Who's not really been... I haven't really seen Hillary on doing anything. I haven't seen Obama doing anything. I haven't seen Soros doing it. I haven't seen nothing. And you can't say they're on Twitter because anyone can be on Twitter, behind the Twitter keyboard. Haven't seen anything. So, makes you think, doesn't it? I have to. But, let me see if anything's gone up. But, that's all I really wanted to talk about, really. It was just, time is it 10? Did you know that Tony Blair got done for Pete? Yeah, Tony Blair. I'll show you what I've got of Tony Blair. Yes, I do. That's why it's all connected to... And Tony Blair was actually in the... he was in the Cue the Plan to Save the World video, if you look carefully at it. Because that's why you've got to look carefully at it. Where is it? This was on Twitter. And it says, Charles Layton, because that was his name, was charged and appeared in a court at Bow Street Magistrates Court for... I can't read it, I can't see it. For... Magistrate Court for... Is it importunity in a public toilet with another male? In 1983 at Bow Street Magistrate Court, Oh, it's missing. Half of the thing's missing something. Charles Layton was fined £500 for attempted soliciting in city toilets. The police notes were something. Disappeared later, along with several prior warnings. Charles Layton was known at university as Miranda, a promiscuous cross-dresser who plays guitar badly. Charles Layton are the middle names of Tony Blair. Yeah, the notes go missing about it. That's what happens with these elite people. They do stuff and then their records go missing. But then people like Tommy Robinson, always done this, always done that, always a criminal, always that. No, they do this to good people. That's how they play the game. So a lot of people who've gone to prison and done stuff are actually not the bad people. They let the bad people out and roam around and get off with stuff. And I'm not saying all people, and then they put good people in prison to shut them up. That's what they do, and tarnish the name. If they don't assassinate you, they assassinate your character. That is what we're beginning to learn, is what is actually going on. Democrats want to make aeroplanes and cows illegal. Yeah, I heard about that, the green thing. Trump said let them. Let them. Ugh. Actually, let me go over there. Let me go over to Trump. But is Charm still on there? I don't know if she's still on, because I'm going to go in a minute. If he wore played with stripes. Yeah. Yes, hon. Hang on a minute. Are you on Discord after? I could come in and have a chat. Real? Oh. Can never find anything when you're looking for it. Oh, here it is. It's very important for the Democrats to press forward with their Green New Deal. It would be great for the so-called carbon footprint to permanently eliminate all planes, cars, cows, oil, gas and military, even if no other country would do the same. Brilliant. That's what Trump said. Oh, I'm just off to bed tomorrow night after work. Okay then. I'll come and speak to you tomorrow about all that if you want. So yeah, that was quite funny. So I'm going to go myself now anyway, because I'm going to go and chill out and watch something. Yeah, I'll do that. Just remind me, text me or whatever, because I'm sure I'm free then, so you're welcome to, you know what I mean? Got to help each other out, haven't we? It's just Agenda 21, just change the name again. Yeah, that's what I mean. They're green, whatever they call it, the green thing. It's Agenda 21, but they're just trying to change the name, and she's trying to make it look like it's all green and, you know, all that rubbish, because they're just pathetic. Will do. Thanks, Charmed. Yeah, and if he's side down, does he need somewhere to park his van? You know, I'm not hating on him because he's, you know what happened, but he's welcome to park if he wants to. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to come and talk about that because I just thought that bit at the beginning, what I was talking about, was funny about the reflecting stuff about the outer space and, you know, cannibalism and all that mad stuff, which is not really mad. May only answers to George Soros. So that's good, because I don't think he's about anymore at the minute. Like a lot of people aren't about at the minute. Back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb fence blues. Gonna be friends, I can tell. We're gonna be friends. Walk with me. The green policy is nuts. I know, it's just their other way of trying to get something else in. But what's happening at the minute, they're getting seen for what they are, and that's what's happening. You know, here, there, everywhere. It's brilliant. The figures don't make sense. No. So white stripes. So yeah. I'll tell you who's really funny on YouTube as well. Not Mark Dice. What's he called? Is it Mark Dice? God, he just makes me laugh every time. What's he called? Is it Mark Dice? Mark Dice. Yeah, Mark Dice, but he did that one about Nobody Loves Me, because, like, you shouldn't care what people think. Like, oh God, it's so funny. Guess what I found? What's he found? Was it the red pill? Nobody likes me. I was like, I like you. Oh, it's her, innit? I just can't look at her. I mean, she's just... I've just got to show this before I go. She's just... I wrote on it when I love you, Mark.
On Thursday, Alexandria Crazy Eyes Cortez released her plan to save the world called the New Green Deal, which is a non-binding resolution that she hopes that everyone will follow in order to save our planet. I had to put in a lot of overtime fact-checking all the reports that I was seeing because I thought there was no way that they could be accurate. They had to be fake news. But what I'm about to tell you is true. In the outline posted on her official government website, it calls for, quote, a huge mobilization to create a renewable energy economy as fast as possible. We set a goal to get net zero rather than zero emissions in 10 years because we aren't sure that we're able to...
The funniest one was, though, I was laughing at this one. Where is it? Nobody likes me. That was... Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Nobody likes me.
By the way, the 800 thumbs down that my video got is nothing compared to the 34,000 thumbs up that it got, which equates to about a 97.5% favorable rating. But I do appreciate the feedback, and the like and the dislike button are great tools to give that feedback. For example, when 22,000 people thumbed down Good Morning America's video featuring the 11-year-old drag kid, Desmond is amazing.
So funny.
Which equates to about a 9...
Oh yeah, there's something going on with the is it the BAFTAs? Is the BAFTAs tonight? Hollywood's getting taken down. Celebrities are going to get taken down. Was that on the Trump tweet? Is it tonight? What time is it? I'll be in bed, won't I? She is bad evil. She's watching the BAFTAs tonight with Christy Teigen. They're all going to get seen for what they are. But yeah, BAFTAs. I don't know what time that's on, but yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go. Oh, before I go, I'm not going to go. I'm going to go in a minute. I said I'd read this out. I'll do a card and I'll... Anyone who's into Q, I did this... Or finding out about Q. I did this poem, remember? Last year. Can't remember. And I'm going to read it because I've not read it out. I need to write it out and print it out. I made it myself. And I'm going to read it out. I need to add to it, I think. I don't know. You know, I was like a bloody mad scientist doing it all. Yeah, I will pull a card. Right, you ready for this? I've not read it for ages. It's all scruffy, but if anyone knows about Q, you'll get it. If you don't, it's okay. Right. We all came together by the letter Q, picked up the breadcrumbs, researched and knew what to do. The movement of truth from dark to light. We are all Q, and we the people will fight for our freedom, our families and our rights to live in a world rid of evil. It's all for our kids, because that's what we're doing it for. So we ride on the Q train with POTUS and R. So let's unite together and shout hurrah. The plan of the elites, sky is falling down. They never thought she'd win. They never thought she'd lose. They are such clowns. So the rise of the people, like the rise of the sun, is light to the world to show us the way. Truth is here and it's here to stay. This time will be told for years to come. History we are making, and we were all part of it, and it's been so much fun. Actually, oh yeah, it's still going on. I thought it finished. We've laughed, we've cried, we've wobbled at times, but we stayed strong and stayed on the ride. The time is now where we go one, we go all. Patriots of the world, we win, they fall. Thank you to Q, Patriots, Trump, JFK, everybody that's involved with it. The Navy, military, whoever, whatever, around the world. That was what I did last year. So I might be printing that out with my JFK Jr. prints when I actually get my printer working. But I did that last year, if anyone remembers. It just came into my head when I was in the kitchen. Thank you. And then, should I do the pink one? Because this was that drop ages ago, whatever it was, that I just love to read out now because it makes more sense than ever than it did when Q dropped it. Yeah, we know about the Federal Reserve. They're going down as well. The Feds are going down. We've got a new World Banker in place and he's not for the Feds. So, you know, if you're following Q, you'll know. Don't worry about that. Trust the plan, people. Let me find it. You know I like reading this out now and again. Yeah, the little JFK Jr. He's big now. He's still good looking. He's here. Dark to light, people. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the rally. When's that? Oh, yeah, the rally is the reveal. Right, I've got to find this now. I don't know where it is. Is it there? Oh, here it is. When this first dropped, when we first heard it, I was like, what? Now it's like, Trump tweeted, it would be great for the so-called carbon foot. Yeah, I've just read that out. I know it's hilarious. The carbon footprint to permanently eliminate all planes, cars, cows, oil, gas and military, even if no other country would do the same. Brilliant. I know, Trump's great. So, in 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on first to the Bilderbergs, then caught on the NASA. He demanded to know where the Greys were and why they were here. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death, allied with the one person in this world whom I knew was honourable enough to trust and begin to build the plan. Penance is coming regardless of what you think. You are not yet awake. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you would never sleep. If you knew, you would never go on. You need each other, because we do. We need to unite instead of dividing. Hi, Thoughts and Perception Out Loud Tribe. I know. I saw your channels like, oh my God. And the person you, and Fifth World, and you know Fifth World. I was like, Tribe people. Da-dum. But I'll just carry on, sorry. I just saw you come in. I was like, yay. You need each other, because we actually need to unite, and we need each other, all of us. Haha, finally. I know, tribe finding tribe. Sorry. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them the answer. This is how we grow. There's no more room in the plan for arrogance and self-importance. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching, we see all. There are no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on every one of you. For that matter, you'd never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. Remember, this was last year. You are one. We are all one. And where we go one, we go all. Ah, not Q. Ah. So I just like reading that out. Because like I said, before I go, I know there's a lot of people who are into the other stuff I talk about, really, on Monday night. Thanks. You know, the spiritual stuff. And we know about you've got to go within and all this, and this is a physical and this is material, and I keep saying this, and you know, you've got to work on yourself, which is what I'm doing, and I am looking within and all this stuff, and you shouldn't really be looking at this stuff, but this goes deeper, and like I said, it is a spiritual war they're at as well. It's all sides that they're going for, so that's why I have to look there. I have to do my stuff. I have to meditate, I have to do all that stuff, but I also have to look at that stuff, because we are all part of it as well. Let the grand old party force be with you. Yep, we are doing, don't you worry. Cleopatra. You know, the old seeing eye in the pineal gland, and what is in the pineal gland? You know, the Egyptian eye, that's the pineal gland inside. They're trying to calcify that with the fluoride water. You know, and all that sort of stuff I talk about. Because that's what they do. Cordicon said, I don't exist, laugh out loud. Oh, Cordicon. But Melissa, of Thoughts and Perceptions, she has done all of the amazing intros. Yes, I just saw a bit of it, so when I get a chance I will look, and I was like, yay. But because like I said, where we go one, we go all is not just, you know, saving America, it's saving the world, and it's making the earth great again. That's what it's all about. The spiritualized Jupiter, all seeing eye, Saturn. Yep. And it's what we used to use, you know. A lot in other countries in the Middle East, they still do stuff like that, but we're drinking, you know, the food and the water, it all calcifies it. Hello, go deep playing in the dimensions they do, but we can too. Realise how powerful we are if we harness our minds. We are light, colour, vibration. Yes, we are. That's what I've been shouting out. We are light beings. We are, and light holds lots of colour, vibration, frequency. That's what we work off, and sound. And we can pump it all out there. That's why I see a collective consciousness of people that I'm meeting on here, new people, brilliant, that are all seeing the same thing. And on the spiritual side, I think if there's enough people putting that out as well and going within and putting all their intention, whatever you want to call it, out there, it does change the frequency, so it'll change it for Earth and all that. If you're into all that, if you're not, it doesn't matter. Yeah, she'll Russian can Sonic blast May's office so she will vote for Trump's will. Yeah. Go back, peeps, to the original JFK speech. Exactly. Let me see if I can just find it before I go. So like I said, this is why some people say, oh, you shouldn't be looking there. But I've seen a lot of people on spiritual sites saying, well, they are going to talk about a bit of it because it's a war of both physical and spiritual. And the divine feminine's coming in because that's what they separated. And it's coming in because it's all about balance. Basically, that's what it's all about. We are going to reverse everything, stop going clockwise. We are communicating in 5D. Yeah. And that's coming in because that's what they tried to separate. Love the spiritual stuff, Dolly. It's fun. Yay. Because also, this mixing up of genders as well, what it means is men and women have both masculine and feminine divine energy in them. A woman has masculine and feminine, and a man has, he's masculine, but he has feminine in him as well. It doesn't mean you have to turn to this gender, if you get what I'm saying. It's about being in balance. I don't care what anyone says, this world has not been in balance because it's had too much masculine. Pisces, that's what that year was about. It's Aquarius now, lifting of the veil. It's about them coming together. That's what they didn't want us to do, coming together because it's more powerful. Your inner mind and your sacred mind and your sacred heart coming together, and we're realising how powerful we are, which they tried to hide. So, what did someone just say then? I don't even know what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Yeah, the Baphomet. The Kabbalah. What did I say I was just looking for? No, we don't need language. I was just saying to someone today, I watched a lot of videos on light language and light, dark, male and female. Yeah. Integrate the light, dark, male and female all together, all balanced. Years ago, I believe in, just before we go, when people talk about JFK Jr., Atlantis and all that, and the pyramids and frequency and all that, I believe we didn't speak in tongues, we didn't speak words. It was like telepathy and sort of like light language. You just knew off the frequency, like I've said before. Music, yeah, and Patron, music played in certain tones and that. You can feel it if it's good or if it's bad, because you feel it. And that light language, you can tell, you can feel like you don't understand it here, but you understand it here. So we didn't used to use language. That's why we all get mixed up with, like, we can hurt with language and stuff like that. But when it comes through a frequency that your body understands, your heart understands, not your head, that's how I understand it. It's different because you'd feel it and you'd know something was loving, you'd know someone was loving or bad or whatever you want to say, but you'd know it was loving, and that all comes from love anyway. But our words hurt, they hurt. Pyramids are symbols for enlightenment. Yes, they are going up. It was this whole frequency, I believe, as well. All that stuff. I listen to 432 hertz. Emotion, yeah, emotion, and everything's always moving and flowing, and all that sort of. I can get a bit snappy because I still am, I'm learning to try and calm down a bit and not let them emotions get to me and trying to observe, because I am a Pisces and I'm very, very emotional and very empathic, and I just can get mad about stuff and get really upset about stuff. Like I've not cried as much this year because I've sort of done a big cry last year when I found out about Q and certain things, and just get really like, I can cry at cartoons and everything. I just get really like, oh, what's the world doing to people? Like really upset about stuff. But from that, you become stronger because, like I said, again for the third time, I'm going to pull a card in a minute. The little quote I wrote in my book, this book I'm doing, which I'll show you where I'm writing things down about elements and different things. The little, because I'm writing quotes in it as well. If I come across a good quote, I'm writing it in and drawing it in, and it says, Only in pain did I find my will. Only in chaos did I learn to be still. Only in fear did I find my darkness. Did I see my light? You need to see the dark to come to the light. Also, a little cartoon that I've copied as well was this little person. And this one's got a little jam jar saying happiness. And he's saying, where did you find that? I've been searching for it everywhere, searching for happiness. And this person says, I created it myself. You create happiness. That's what I said yesterday. You've got to love yourself first. It's not for someone else to make you happy. It's you. That's what I've been learning. That's what I'm working on now. I used to think it was when I was with someone would make me happy, which I said yesterday is a bonus, but it's you who makes you happy. You do the things you love, you create. They've been taking creativity away from people. David Wilcox was talking about this on Edge of Wonder, how musicians, artists and stuff like that, the ones that get to the top are doing stuff, they make a lot of money. The normal people don't. They take creativity away because it's a divine gift from the divine. And that's why a lot of people who are musicians don't make a lot of money, or people who are artists, they don't make a lot of money because they don't want you to, because they hate anything from creation, from the divine. That's going to change. There's lots of women out there who can sing like Mariah Carey. There's lots of good painters and artists. They don't want you making money. They want the people who put all this sick stuff out, you know? But because they're not into the divine, they hate the divine. We are divine. We are the children of God, whatever you want to call it, and we are creators. We love to create. That is what we're here. We're meant to do. We're meant to remember this. It's not learning, it's remembering what we are. We are creators. They don't want us creating stuff. That's why I said they want you working and being tired, so you haven't got time when you come home to create, to do them things you did when you were a child. Imagination and painting or singing or dancing or whatever it is, they take it away. It's going to come back. It is coming back. That's why I'm painting a lot and drawing. Mine's coming. I believe my stuff's coming through my art. It's getting pumped out that way. So I'm going to go now. There's 36 in chat at the minute, but when I come off, there'll be more. There always is. So I will see you in the week, and I'm just happy that I'm meeting new people as well. And new people come over, and Thoughts and Perception Out Loud, I will catch up with some of your stuff. It's like tribe people in the UK. Whoop, whoop. So that's good. And hopefully I'll get to the march with the Tommy thing and that. But yeah. So yeah, more people connecting. See, people always say, oh, you know, AI is not good internet yet, but we wouldn't be able to know about each other, would we, if we didn't communicate this way? Yeah, all have a good night and good evening. And Dave, did you want me to do this? I drew it up. It needs painting and stitching, but it's going to have things hanging off it, like a dream catcher. Native American Indian. I don't know if you've emailed me, so I'm like, it goes in spam all the time. And Dave, there's a new thing on Netflix, Manic, and Russian Doll people. Russian Doll and Manic, if you're into all that type of stuff. It's good. It's not scary. Yes, I'll get to work on it then. So, Dolly, can you say something nice about... Wow, where is he? Yes, he's brilliant. You're all brilliant. Everyone who... Shea Mammy Artist. Yes. I don't know, yeah. I just love drawing all angel-y. Might do some more Indian things. Yeah, making a lot of money without... I just want to say that before I go. That's a good point. Making a lot of money without a purpose for the energy unbalances most people. It does. If you're doing something and you're working for something that you're only doing it because you're making money, that's not what we're supposed to do. If we're going to make money, at least today with money, it should be something you love. That's what they don't want us doing. I would love to do this because I love doing it. I put a lot of energy into it. That's why people hate it when they go to a job that they hate, because they're only doing it for the money. They're not doing it because they love it. But yeah, check out Ozzy. I will. Is that the girl who was on your channel? I'll just write it down and I have to remember. I tell you what was weird, Fifth World, just before I go. I don't know if this is me because it got in my head or whatever, but you know, the light language that Kalina does. She said a name like Shamara or something. She was doing a video on elementals, And today I was having a bit of, I don't know if anyone does this, so I know it sounds weird, I was having a bit of a conversation with me, I'd say my higher self, whatever, in my head. And I was asking about something, saying, oh, you should just give me a name or something or whatever. And the name, and I wrote it down in the back of the book. I thought, oh, I don't know if I've heard that. I'll just stick it in the back of my book and see if I hear it. And I got the name, but the second name, so I don't know. Shamara Tation, but Shamara Tation. And then I went to the front of the book and I thought, I've heard that. And I wrote that down on this mermaid for mer people when she was talking about an elemental called Shamara or something. I was like, oh, that popped in my head, but Shamara Tation, I don't know. I don't know if that's just me or something popped in. I've not got a clue. So I write things down just in case I see something again. So no one fights here. No, who's fighting? What's going on? Oh, watched the first season of that other program, Night Walkers, was really good. Yeah, Night Walkers is good when you can see what's going on. Manic and Russian Doll looks good as well. Can you do my eyebrows when we meet one day? Yours are beautiful. Oh, thank you. I just pencil them in a little bit. What you are is your creator's gift to you. What you become is your gift to your creator. Yeah? I blame the canvas. Did Pink Floyd's song for the UK Dolly check it out? Oh, I will. I went over to your channel, I think. I went over to your channel the other day. You were talking about something. I can't remember what you were talking about. But yeah, you're on your guitar and all your mates were there and you were all playing. Dolly loves everyone. I do. Good film. But yeah. But anyway, I better go because I said I was going. Oh, I said I was going, but I said I'd pull a card, so I will. And then I'm going. But yeah. Soul family. Yeah. CIA are going down. The 23rd. Do you have that date? What do you mean, the Tommy thing, or do you mean what do you mean the 23rd? Do you mean, is that what you mean, or is that what you mean? Thoughts and perception, or am I just off on something else? Is that what thoughts and perception mean? Do you mean the 23rd for Tommy, or do you mean I love your necklace? Oh, this one. I've had that for ages. The fairy. Yeah, it's fairy. I can't. Yeah, wait for it to jump out. Bye. Bye, Ava. This is a card for everyone. Oh, a date. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the 23rd. The 23rd's the Tommy thing. Oh, I might be there, Tapper, so yeah. It'd be good, because there'd be a lot of people there that are on, I jumped on someone else's, I don't know if they're in here actually, channel today, and I was like, I forget people. They're like, yeah, watch you in the background. I was like, oh yeah. And I'd forget everyone's names, and because I don't know everyone's faces, they'll know me, but I won't know them. Like, I don't know, be like, who are you? So if I do go and you see me, then you'll have to explain who you are. Oh, the one with the blue stone. It was blue, I can't remember. Oh no, the ones with the, I think I got that from the charity shop. Yeah, but I still probably be like, oh yeah, it'd be good, I think it'd be good. I need to sort it out. Well, it's not just one card, so here we go again. Oh. It's normally just one card, but oops. Well, if they fall, I pick them up anyway. So, let's see. I think there's 5, so I'll have to show you. Heighten your vitality. Wow, we've had these before, you see, and they keep telling us, so that's why I don't do them all the time. Fresh approach. Didn't we get these the other day? And I've just been shuffling them. Be gentle with yourself. Yep. Be true to your heart. Yep. And that's a good one. So I'm going to go, and I shall see you soon. Bye. Where we go one, we go all. Actually, just let me do one more. Just let one jump out. I just want one. That's the one. One for all you lot. Thank you. I wanted to see it jump. Oh, okay, two. It's not letting me have one. Oh. Oh, there again. See, telling us off again. Acceptance of love, which, yeah, this is what we all need to go to. And fresh approach. It's a fresh approach. New world is coming, people. Not a new world order. A fresh approach to what needs to be done worldwide. So that's what I'm going to say. Kellyanne Hub News posted a new video today where she mentioned that JFK Jr. What's it about the New York's new abortion? Oh yeah, it will be. Yeah, yeah. She does all the JFK Jr. stuff, which is great. Emotional triggers are showing us what we need to work on ourselves. I think that I've been very emotional and mad this year. Quite snappy with a friend that I talked to. Not in a bad way. It's because I'm. You know, people say because you've got to calm down with it, but it does show you what you're passionate about. I don't know if everyone gets what I mean, and what you want to work towards in yourself, but also the things that you don't like. Like I know, and this person knows if they're listening that I didn't really mean it. It's just, you know, what's inside me comes out of me. It's not, you know, that's not me when I'm being mad. We all do it. We all get triggered, and we all have that, you know, bit of a thing when we do get triggered. No one's perfect. Well, we are in God's creation, but you know what I mean. But we all get triggered by stuff. Just stopped in to say hello. Oh, hello, Fire Flames. But I'm going now because I've been on, and I keep going. I'm going in a minute, and I haven't. So I shall see.